And in the blue corner, weighing approximately 16,000 pounds, the Jupiter Boys! Is it recording?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
And I'm Quinn Wrestling Jupiter!
That's his name. He had it legally changed, and it's really embarrassing to me.
It really is. Because I'm not even that into wrestling.
So did you ever see that kid? There's a video of a kid who gets interviewed by a reporter about a roller coaster or like an amusement park ride that he went on, and he's like, well, apparently this and apparently, and he just keeps saying apparently. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, I honestly, God, feel like we have to just pause this for just a second so that you can just watch that video. Like, that's the best part of the kid, is that he's like, well, it was great, and apparently
it's so good.
So like when you first introduced us, and you were like, in this corner, it made me think of the apparently kids so strongly that I needed to pause the podcast and make you listen to it.
Well, it was a good reason to pause the podcast, which we haven't before. I don't know if we've ever paused the podcast.
We've definitely paused the podcast before.
You probably went for a pee.
Oh, we've done lots of things in the middle of the podcast. Like, my dogs have barked in the middle of the podcast.
Oh yeah, that old chestnut.
That old chestnut. They might in this one, in fact.
Yeah,
So Quinn, we are the Jupiter Boys, as you know. We're two boys. We're from the planet Jupiter. I don't know why I'm telling you this, listener. This is who we are. Yeah. And each week we get together and have dumb conversations.
So you can sit on your ass.
It's a bad slogan. Because
terrible.
Both things just imply like the worst of humanity, you know, stupid and lazy.
Oh yeah,
and
it's the double whammy.
Maybe one day we'll get better, but probably not. So Quinn, which side of the coin of truth would you like? It's logo side or color side?
I would like the logo side, please. Because
it is the logo side.
I'm a slut for logos. You know that.
I do know that. You say that all the time. Actually, you have it tattooed on yourself. Slut for logos.
Slut for logos.
With the 4.
And it also has the information on companies that can rent my body.
Yeah, well, you have the PlayStation symbol on your buttock.
Yes.
You have the Nabisco symbol on your earlobe. It was a small ad buy, but
I have a very tasteful golden arches right on my penis.
It's very tasteful, though.
Very tasteful.
It really is. Like, if you
extremely tasteful.
Imagine the most tasteful penis tattoo you can think of, it's better than that.
It's way more tasteful than that.
Quinn, what do you got for this week?
This week, I wanted to bring... So...
You literally just forgot what your topic was, and you're stalling. I know this move.
I am not stalling. I've been thinking about this for a while now.
Okay.
So we both know that poo-poo is bad.
Okay, hold on. I want to challenge that assumption, first of all.
Well, poo-poo is usually discarded, right? You don't really have many uses for the poo-poo.
Well, tell that to fertilizer farmers, you know.
Oh, fertilizer, that's one I didn't think of.
Yep.
But...
What about dung beetles? Dung beetles wouldn't find poop to be garbage.
Dung beetles love poop, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come to you, Jim, and we need to kind of rebrand poop and make it useful again. Like, let's make it useful for other things than making bombs and planting crops. We gotta go a step further with poop. We gotta use it for, we gotta filter the water out of our poop and use that.
Well, we already do that. We 100% already do that.
So I was thinking we should try to find some alternative uses for the poo-poo.
Yeah, and like I said, they already filter out the water from dookie. They put it through like sewage treatment plants, and like they push, they basically just like turn it into like poop and water, and then they filter out the solid poop, and then they transport that. But that's actually a thing that New York's waste. I heard a podcast about this. Like, no state will take it.
Oh yeah.
They take all these other states, like it's not even a big, like it's like super super sanitized. It's like basically like poop powder, because like
I
they've already like squished all the moisture and like anything bad out of it.
yeah.
And like you have to like then transport it to like a dump or like a waste plant, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
nobody will take New York's. There's just like a stigma about New York shit that's just like, it's like, oh no, shit from New York, no thank you.
It's unfair. That
It
was on a
is.
99% invisible, I believe.
Was it, or was it Radiolab?
It could have been either one, but I
Yep.
believe it was 99% invisible because it's one of the earlier apps.
Okay.
And I dug backwards through that fucking voyage of a podcast. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's very good.
Um,
It's very good.
it's
It's much
better
better
than
than ours.
ours.
Yeah.
Much better than
I
ours.
love that we said that at exactly the same time. That'll be useful for when I sync this up.
We should make like a better than ours like slow like theme song. Like, better than ours.
Here's another podcast that's better than ours. Um,
And that's the song right
yep,
there.
I did it. So what other uses for shit could we think of? What is like a pest deterrent? I mean, granted, it's like an everything deterrent.
Right.
And
But
like it
certain
will attract
pests,
certain pests.
yeah, certain pests love the dookie.
And like some
Certain
dogs like
pests
will
will
like
love
full
it.
on eat shit. So
Oh
like
yeah, and vomit. Well, I mean, dogs love to eat. Well, I mean, they don't love to eat vomit. They eat vomit because they're ashamed. But they eat poop. They eat poop because they enjoy it.
Quinn, hold the fuck up. Do you really think that dogs eat vomit because they feel shame? Do you
Yeah,
really think that?
of course. They're just like
No,
ashamed. They're just
Quinn.
ashamed of what their body does, and they just
Quinn,
eat the puke.
that is not a thing that dogs feel. Dogs don't feel shame. That's ridiculous.
You don't know that. You don't know that. A
They
dog could have
probably
its
eat their
nudes
vomit
leaked.
because they just puked it up and they can taste it, and they're like, "Yep, all right, no, oh, no, no."
I do. Somebody could have leaked their nudes, a dog's nudes, and they were really having a hard time, and that's what happened.
Well,
They felt shame.
technically, any photo of a dog, unless it's in like a sweater, is a nude,
It's true.
or unless
But
it's not wearing a
the
collar.
thing is, they were wearing clothes. You know, like those clothes that have the human body on them.
Ew.
It was those kinds of clothes. So it was like a dog, but then she had like the dog had some like Pamela Anderson titties, and it made you question your whole shit. You know.
Don't. Why did you put that in my head? Why? Why did you do that?
The Garfield head Pam
It's
body.
exactly the Garfield head Pam Anderson body, which is from a Bam Bam, which is another show that's better than ours. Um, so what about I don't know, what else can we use shit for?
I think we should use it for sculptures, for sculpting things, because it's probably pretty good to build stuff out of if you take all the stink out. You know, if you
How do you?
like,
Okay, Quinn. Here's another one of your nonsense boy.
extract.
No,
Take the syringe, right?
yeah.
You take the
Here's
syringe.
you and your fucking syringes. You and your fucking syringes and pills. There's always a scientist with a syringe or a pill to just magically make a thing happen. You do this
And
all the time. You're
do you
like,
know?
what they need to do is shrink it down. And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So, the I think for extracting you can't extract the smell, right? But after a while,
Well, I'm sure you could. Like, if you took all the moisture out and you like broke it down like on a bacterial level, so that like
yeah,
there's no stink to be stunk, you know? Because
right.
I'm pretty sure most of the stink comes from bacteria actually breaking things down, like
Oh,
their
yeah,
byproducts. Like that's what stinks.
right. It's not the actual poop itself. It's like the things like killing shit.
It's all the living cultures and shit inside it.
Yeah, because so much of what we eat and what people eat is living, and you know, still does shit in your stomach. But anyways, I think like sculpting would be pretty cool if like you saw like a sculpture, like a
There's
beautiful like
definitely a sculpture made of shit already in the world somewhere.
I've
Someone
seen a
has.
polished turd, which was really
Yeah,
cool.
I've seen that. I've seen that too. Let's see here.
They made it into like
Shit
the perfect, the most
sculpture.
round, perfect dookie you ever seen.
Yeah, there's 100%. Well, there's at least sculptures of poop. Let's see if there's one made of poop.
Yeah, it's got to be in the MoMA.
Let's see.
That thing's in the MoMA
A
for sure.
statue made of poop. In this exhibition, you walk through excrement. Well, that's fun.
That sounds like a joyous time that I want to share with my friends and family. Where's that
Okay.
fucking where's that Groupon code? Give me that shit.
This one is like it just like looks like it's a museum designed to offend you. This is and the sculptures are made of gelatin. They're not made of poop. I don't know if there is a
Aw,
poop
lame.
made a statue made of poop.
Well, we can make the first ones and it'll be of
I
us
would really
because
rather not. Um but so
you'll be like
listen to
Matt
this
Damon in The
listen to
Martian.
this buckwild fucking article that was in the New York goddamn Times
Okay.
about this exhibit. From June 7th, 2018, Rotterdam, the Netherlands. When I entered the exhibition, I was invited to get nude. I searched a clothes rack filled with skin-toned naked costumes, featuring
Oh.
all shapes and sizes of male and female genitalia, and chose a peach-colored hermaphroditic garment with teddy bear fur, a male
Oh my
member between
god.
his legs, and wide-set breasts. I pulled it on over my clothes. Then I walked into the excrement. Like, Jesus,
I don't like.
way to grab the listener.
This sounds like a Chuck Palahniuk book,
It, that is a very, very astute observation.
right?
Yes, that was very good.
That's all about what he
Apt.
does.
That was an apt comparison because that is a Chuck Palahniuk book. That is a Chuck Palahniuk book just writing itself spontaneously in the world.
It's a Chuck Palahniuk book like
It's Chuck
happening.
Palahniuk, by the way. I keep mispronouncing
Palahniuk.
it, but I do that all the fucking time because it's spelled Palahniuk, um, but it's Palahniuk.
It's a hard name.
It is a hard
Palahniuk.
name, Palahniuk. Um, but
So
yeah,
what are some other uses, do you think, for poo-poo?
I mean, like you could
what about
throw it at your enemies. You
what
could
about
send poop
insulation?
to your enemies.
What
Uh,
about insulation?
I don't know if it's the best insulator, man. I think it like breaks down over time. Like I think like
Probably, eh?
it's there's not like much. It's not like cement.
No.
There's no binding element to it. But
What if we could find something that
I
we
was
could mix
just
it
about to
with?
say that. Like, what if you could take shit and mix cement like substance into it and turn it into like a brick? And
Plus, you could like,
that's the end of the topic.
Jesus, we had a lot of we have a like a business proposition for a lot of people
Well, it's a good thing
with this.
I'm able to start online businesses easily.
And if
So
the stuff you're mixing the poop with smells too bad, then fuck, you got the fucking cement stuff to get rid of the smell.
yep.
Beautiful.
Okay, Quinn, what time is it?
It's time for the mid-show smoke break that I'm gonna be participating in.
Yeah,
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Quinn's gonna join in on this mid show smoke break. So Quinn, get ready, and I will count us down.
Okay, I gotta pack this bowl.
Oh,
Gotta pack the bowl.
Quinn, you gotta have the bowl packed before you start. That's a rookie mistake.
It's one I'll learn from. To be
Come on,
honest,
come on.
I live and learn, baby.
This
Come
is
on,
your
let's do
first.
it.
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
This is good radio. This is really good. That was but definitely not enjoyable for anyone. I might even cut that out. Man, I never realized how bad it was when both of us are doing it.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that anymore. So that'll be the first. That was the first and only mid-show smoke break that will be recorded. The mid-show smoke break will have like an interstitial too. Like the mid-show smoke break is no longer recorded because it's truly horrendous to both the ears and the senses.
Okay, so well, ears are one of anyway. I'm going to start my topic now. As you know, I've been thinking about relocating my domicile.
Yes.
Moving out of this place and actually closer to you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So,
You fucking asshole.
you know I'm playing. You know I'm just playing, girl.
Yeah, I know you miss my ass.
Yeah. The ass most of all. Just
It's rump.
it's bony.
Big.
Its bony structure is.
It's not that bony anymore because I stand all the time and I walk a lot.
That
so.
was. Fuck, I want to like quote that right now on Twitter. It's not that bony anymore because I stand all the time. Quinn Jupiter.
I mean, it's better than sitting all the time. Am I right?
It is. You are 100% right on that. So what I wanted to talk about is the fact that my house is pretty shit,
Yeah.
pretty garbage.
Yeah.
And I bought it for like relatively cheap, but I want to sell it for more money than I paid because,
Mm.
um, you know,
That's
I'm a greedy asshole, and also the next house I want to live in, I want it to be more expensive than this house, and just
yeah.
participate in the endless chain of consumption that capitalism has wrought upon us as
Well,
humans.
you're cornered into it. You're backed into a corner here because we want to. A house is an investment, you know. You want to kind of get the most out of your investment, and I don't think that's greedy at all. I think that's smart. I think that's efficient, and I think we could do a lot of things to your house to bump that value up,
Well,
baby.
and that's what I was getting to. I'm glad you were 2 steps ahead on that one because we got to find ways of cheaply and quickly uh, patching up this house to make it look
Efficiently.
more expensive than it is. Um,
Gold paint.
I
Lots
want
of gold paint. You're gonna need a lot of gold paint.
see. I don't know how that is either reparative or cheap.
It's not gonna be cheap because gold paint is gonna be hard to get, especially if you get the metallic kind. That's gonna cost you a couple hundo per can,
Couple
my friend.
hundo, yeah, for sure, a couple hundo. Um, but yeah, so like that was a nonsense thing that you said. But I've seen people like like it's one of those like college hacks that when people move out of their dorm rooms, they use a little bit of toothpaste and they patch up the holes in their wall.
Does that work?
Yeah, you just have to get the same shade of toothpaste as like the eggshell white that you have in your in your dorm,
That's buck wild.
and like it dries. Like I mean, you can't do like a big hole, like you can't do
No,
like a fist sized hole, but you could do like
no.
a thumbtack hole,
Yeah,
and like a nail hole.
yeah, yeah. Because they would probably take the deposit for that, eh?
Exactly. To take that security deposit, so you can just be real sneaky about it. And see,
Yeah.
that's the name of the game that I think is the key here. Really,
Hmm.
in making my house look nicer. My one thought that I had, because my garage door is all fucked. It's just fucked
Hmm.
up. It's been fucked since I bought it. I could replace it, or or I could just put cardboard over it and paint that cardboard so that it looks
Ooh.
exactly like like a wall,
This is
or
gonna
a
be a
door.
hard one to actually navigate because painting something to look like something else
Yeah.
it takes a keen brush.
Well, then it's a good thing that my brother used to be a professional painter,
Oh yeah,
and can easily whip something like that off.
I can easy duplicate a fucking garage door, baby.
Yeah, you can. You're like the in fuck Ocean's 8. There's like a jewelry
Yeah,
replicator, and you're like that person.
isn't that played by James Corden?
I think actually the jewelry replicator is a 3D printing machine. Now that I'm remembering that movie,
Oh
James Corden plays the detective hunting
yeah,
down the jewelry theft perpetrated by Sandra Bullock, Sandy B, and her gals.
which is what's her name? Something Ocean. What's her? What's the Ocean?
Uh,
I know it's
she's
Ocean. That's
she's
so that's so
Danny Ocean's
shitty.
younger sister. Fuck, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember the character's name.
That's sad.
It is sad, but I think they just called her Ocean the whole
Yeah,
time.
they just call her Ocean a lot of the
or
time.
something else. I think she had a nickname. I fucking can't. I can't remember. I fucking
Man, I
can't.
gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. It's not as good as I don't like. I don't think it's as good as either the Ocean trilogy, but it was still
I think
pretty fun.
Ocean's 13 is the best of the
Yeah,
three.
absolutely. Because by then they stopped taking themselves like as seriously, and it's
Man,
just
that scene where the French guy goes through the lasers.
oh yeah. Oh,
Woo-wee!
That's Ocean's 12. No.
No, it's Ocean's 13, baby. Because
Uh
the French guy is introduced in Ocean's 12, but he doesn't actually do any current crimes until Ocean's 13 when he gets through
no.
the
That's
lasers.
nonsense. That's in Ocean's 12, dude. When he's doing the laser dance, it's to steal the Fabergé egg thing that
I'm
from that.
I just saw it though, didn't I?
I don't think so, man. Like, let me Ocean's 12 laser dance. It's literally like a thing on Google.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
That is cool though.
but yeah, no, he's only in the end of Ocean's 13 to try to steal the diamonds out from under them, but then they fuck him over because
Yes.
they catch him before. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the parachute.
Don't you
from the
ever
roof
question my
there.
knowledge of the Ocean's
Yeah,
franchise?
it's the
Ever.
It's the parachute. There's a parachute scene.
Yes, exactly.
It's the diamonds.
It's a paraglider or whatever.
And Al Pacino.
Yep.
And,
Al Pacino is fucking great in that movie.
He really is. He's so undersold. Like he's not like, hey I'm Al Pacino. He's like not doing that.
That was like half Al Pacino, half Sylvester Stallone, and it was very good.
Hey, yeah, Sylvester Stallone, yeah. I was taking 2 many shots right to the skull.
Hey, buddy. So, Adrian.
I bleed from my ears every night.
What was that?
I bleed from my ears every night.
It's good for the skit. So
Helps
back to
your
ways
hair
to like
grow.
fix my house. My roof is also caving in. Any good ideas as to what I should do there?
Okay, so a couple building materials that are right off the mark, like we're not gonna use right off the bat. We're not gonna use cotton candy because it's a bad building material. You think it's fluffy, it should insulate well. Then
Are you
the
just
water.
going to list all of the things that we're not going to use to repair it? Because that's a long list.
We're not gonna use dental floss.
Okay, we're not going to use
Right.
actual shingles. Well, no, here's the thing. We have to use actual shingles because it has to
Yeah.
look good. We have to dupe the next person into buying this place.
Okay, but how do we?
By the
improve
way,
those
this
shingles?
is not real. If any like legal entity is listening, being like, "Why? How did this man get so much money on this house?" I did not do any of these things.
We didn't do any of these nonsensical things.
Here's my thought for fixing a roof. So you rip off the sections of tile that are all fucked up, right? And then
Yeah.
you lay down a sheet of plexiglass, and then you put shingles back on top of it, and you just fucking let it be, and you just like, well,
shit.
let's hope it sticks,
That's diabolical.
right?
Because then you can that's easily provable. Like I didn't know that. I didn't know I was there. You know? How was I supposed to know there was plexiglass underneath the shingles?
Yeah.
The shingles were done 10, 20 years, 24, 20, 10 years ago. Back in 1847, when the Pilgrims came to town.
What is happening to you? It's like two people are trying to speak through your mouth.
this is my new character, guy who can't decide on numbers. Yeah, I just want like 6 or 9 or 14 tacos.
Yeah.
I know for sure I want over
1.
20 tacos.
No, 4.
No, 7 or 700.
Okay, so what about your place? I know that there's certain things that like let's say you were trying to sell your place. What's like one thing that you'd have to fix to like try to sell your place? Like what's one thing about your place that kind of sucks?
It's not funny, but the windows are pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're not well insulated. There's
So,
2 layers of window.
Here's what I'm suggesting for windows. You make some sugar glass in a baking sheet, and you replace your windows with that. No one knows the difference until they lightly touch it, and then it shatters, and that's the end of the topic.
We'll see. That's gonna be rough with the rain too, but
Yeah, but you just sell the house on a sunny day. Bing, bang,
Mm.
boom.
Because you just sell the house. You know when you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna sell it on this day.
Yep, exactly. You just schedule to sell it that day. It's just about planning. Anyway, fuck, we went over the topic there, but that's okay because we paused a bunch in the first one, so we probably lost a little bit of time on there. Anyway, we've been the Jupiter Boys. Thank you for listening. It really is just a conversation that we have that you are privy to, and like if you dig the show, that's probably what you dig about it, is that you're just listening to two people have a conversation.
It's like being a fly on the wall,
and with utter disregard for things that other podcasts care about, like entertainment value or Production.
Real jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Real jokes. Funny jokes. Jokes.
The ones that make people laugh.
So thank you very much for listening. We appreciate you being with us. Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Christo Graham is an artist. He's based out of Toronto. People should look him up because he's great.
Thank you, Quinn. That one went.
It was factual.
Particularly, it's factual and particularly long.
Just a little bio. Just a little bio on him. He's great. He's cool. He's awesome. Go check him out.
You can get us on social media at the Jupiter Boys, and Quinn is usually at Quinn Jupiter.
Quinn Jupiter.
But yeah, I'm on the Facebook. I'm on the Twitter. I'm on the wherever you want to be. We're pretty much there, and you can subscribe and rate and review. That would be lovely. And you can go to thejupiterboys.com for old episodes and merch and shit. I haven't posted an episode there in a long time, so that's not even really true anymore. But you can get merch there if you're so inclined, and then you can shoot those nuts
straight down your merchandise gullets. You got Jupiter Boys shirts and pillows.
With Dolphin Shark.